to deliver small to mid-range of projects. If we are planning for a high-level projects, then we need to go for a safe. Okay, that is like Scrum is like a bachelor degree, and safe is like a master's. You can, if you want to understand easily the difference. So first we need to do bachelor's, that is Scrum. So you need to learn what exactly the Scrum and what are the roles and responsibilities, what are the framework in the Scrum, what are the artifacts, what are the ceremonies will be there in the Scrum, and how the user stories are created, and what is the capacity planning for that, and what are the development techniques we use in Scrum, and what the Scrum Master do on a daily basis. What is his role on a daily basis? So these are all the topics which you need to understand. Okay, and this course will be like 2 to 3 weeks. Okay, it will try to close in 2 weeks, but if sometimes it may not be possible for you, and it may not be possible for me. So in that case, will stretch up to 3 weeks. Okay. Hello.
Hello, okay, tell me, I understand.
Yeah. So do you have any specific questions on Scrum, or
No, I
do
have
you
not
want?
any specific questions.
Okay, no specific questions.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. So before Agile, what is the process we used to follow? We used to follow a different processes before Agile came into picture. Mainly, we used to follow waterfall model. Six Sigma. Six Sigma is less used. Waterfall model is mainly used before Agile came into picture. Okay.
Okay.
So the difference between both waterfall model and agile model is, it's like waterfall model, we have to define everything at initial stage, the requirements gathering, the designing, the workflows, everything should be done before the development work. Okay. It's
Okay.
a set of activities we need to do at once in waterfall model. Okay.
Okay.
In in Agile, it's not the way. In Agile, it is totally different. In Agile, if you see how it works, let me show you the framework quickly. So these are the Agile ceremonies. This is the framework. So in Scrum, we will be having most of the time 2 week sprint, where each sprint we need to deliver some valuable product to customer. Okay. So here in Scrum framework, we will be having product owner, development team, testers, business analyst, and Scrum Master. Okay. It depends upon the organization to organization. In some organizations, business analyst will not be there. Okay. So i- it will be direct product owner, Scrum Master, and developer, like that. So
Okay.
we will be having these ceremonies. We'll call here as a ceremonies. Meetings are termed as a ceremonies. So as a Scrum Master, you need to take daily stand-ups where you will be checking the progress, what exactly is being done, okay, and the review meetings, retrospective meetings, sprint planning, okay, backlog refinement. So all these ceremonies as a Scrum Master, you need to schedule and you need to take ownership of these all activities. Okay.
Okay.
So, so here the product owner will define the stories, what exactly the stories to be completed in the sprint. As a Scrum Master, you will be doing the sprint planning, like which story to be assigned to which user, like that. Okay. And sprint backlog will be there where all the stories were parked into the backlog. From there, development team will pick up and they'll start working on that within the 2 week sprint. Okay. Here, increment is something, a product. Okay. So once that feature is developed, that will be presented to the client. Okay. So you need to give the demo, review and demo or same. So here you will be giving the demo to the client. So client will be give some feedback, right? It's good and it need to be changed and all. So you need to conduct a retrospective meeting where the retrospective meeting you need to see what exactly went well and what we need to improve. So all these should be done in retrospective and that information should be kept in the backlog. So if the review is done successfully, and then this will be moved to the client. Stakeholders will be using this. Okay, and this will be the product. Got it. So this is the Scrum framework. So in detail, we need to understand all these steps. As a Scrum Master, you need to aware of each and every step. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so this is how the Scrum framework works, and the Agile is of values and principles. Agile is called as a values and principles. Okay, so Agile manifesto will be there. The manifesto defines the individuals and interactions over process and tools. So in earlier projects, waterfall model, what we used to have, lot of process oriented things, lot of tools being used rather than the individuals and interactions. So if you connect with the stakeholder client, then only you'll understand more, right? So in Agile, it says that we need to interact with the clients more rather than we are working on process. Okay. And documentation should be less and working software should be more. We need to deliver working software rather than creating the documentation every time. Okay. Customer collaboration is main in Agile. You need to connect with the customer. You need to understand the customer requirements rather than keep on negotiating on the contract, on the budget terms. So you need to respond to the change. Like in the current market, day by day, everything is getting changed. The technology is getting changed. So one fine day, client will come and say that I need this feature in a different way. Whatever you build, it's not working out for me. So you need to give me in different ways. So you need to respond to that change rather than following a plan like define the document, define the design document, requirement document, and the low level document, high level document. So rather than following all these plans, you need to accept the change, you need to respond to the change, and you need to pick up those tasks and you need to deliver that in a given time. Okay. So
Okay.
this is called Agile Manifesto. Okay, and Agile is of values and principles. So we will see that values and principles, what are the values and what are the principles. Okay,
Okay.
so I have a meeting at 10 p.m. Okay, so
Okay.
okay, so
Okay.
this is for now. So let me know if you